What's going on, TWP fam? I feel like it's been a while since I sound excited to record a video. How y'all been? Are you into trading? Are you new to this? How did you stumble upon my video? So far it hasn't really been too positive on my channel. It's been really hard, very emotional to have the transparency to upload the failures, but I'm glad I'm doing it. Overall, I think this is how I actually journal instead of writing it down, but we shall see. So it's a new week. It's May 11th. I'm still basically on the failed second attempt. I have not paid $50 to reset the account just yet. Been trying to get my mind situated. A lot of emotions going on lately, and it's starting to feel like everything around me is crumbling while I signed up for this combine. So yeah, heavy on the emotions. It's bad enough becoming a trader, like your emotions are all over the place because you want to get there, like you want to advance to the live account, you want to be able to pay yourself and everything like that. I found some new YouTubers to learn from, try a completely different strategy, and that's what we're doing right now. Like, I'm in a brand new practice account. It's 150,000. You can see it right there. We are on my trading view, so that way we can see the trades that I take. This approach is a lot different. It's like literally completely different than what I've been learning the last 2 months. And essentially is kind of like the KISS rule. Keep it simple, stupid, You got a green line and a red line. They're both EMAs, moving averages, both set for 20, a 20-day period. And so it's a 20 high and a 20 low. And essentially how it works is when it breaks out above the green line, get into a long position and then only stay there until it starts to touch back towards the green, and then vice versa for the red. You see it break out towards the bottom below, and stay in it in a short until it touches back to the red, trying to flip over. So essentially I need to practice. Like, I'm not sure if this would be an opportunity to take the trade, as much as it looks like it's like a retest, like a slight pullback, because we are more so in an uptrend. Like you can see to the left, it touched this area before. But I'm willing to risk it if at the end of the 20 seconds it goes back down. But yeah. So that way I can show you what the strategy is like. Essentially what I need to do is find a strategy that works for me in my practice account instead of constantly spending $50 to reset the account, trying to test it in the simulation account. I'm trying to multitask here. I'm talking, but I'm also on my phone, so really just trying to pay attention. And if we don't get this one, there's always room. Like it's always going to move. The market is always moving. Sometimes it moves sideways, and if it does move sideways, then we know not to get into a sideways ranging market. But we'll see if sellers are stepping in. Um, the market opened pretty high. It was over here. Well, I mean, the market actually opened pretty low. It was actually this over here of where the market opened at. So essentially, we're in a gigantic uptrend. And so what I plan to do is use everything that I know about trends and everything that I know about the candles. These are still Heikin-Ashi candles. And see if I can put everything that I learned together and make something work. So it looks like it was just a slight pullback. It might push out of that area. So we shall see. I think another problem I was having was, I would turn on Top Step Live and, I was willing to risk whatever they were trading and, just go for it out of pure gambling, like no hesitation. It was really just following them. And I realized that that is also not sustainable if I would love to be a full-time day trader on my own. So definitely a lot of noise. And, as a beginner, where like this is actually something you could, potentially use to be your full source of income at some point, there's a lot of emotions in that because you want it that bad. Who wouldn't want to wake up on their own time and do whatever they like? So essentially, I think I'm so focused on the end goal that I was not really focused on the plan and the process. So now we're gonna take it slow, be patient, and if it is truly meant for me to get past this, I will get past this. And I hope that I'm recording every step of the way that I do. As of right now, we can see consolidation or like pretty much low volumes, really nobody in the market at the moment. A couple of sellers stepped in. I think I'm just going to start uploading like every time I record each day, so that way uh, it's just uploading content, and eventually as I get better, I will, do weekly recaps and stuff. So, but I believe for the practice account, I think I need to make $9,000, and I can't lose more than $4,500. Still trying to keep the same principles of the one trade a day for the combine. Only willing to risk $555 a day. And not necessarily looking for a take profit goal as much as I know what I'm willing to risk. So I'm willing to risk $555, and once I enter the trade, I plan to trail the stop loss. Once it gets to 500, anything after 500, we'll just keep trailing the stop loss until we lose it. It's a pretty big spike. We'll try it. We'll see if it was a fake out or if it'll push up a little bit further. Right now, it doesn't look to be a good one, but we're going to see if buyers are stepping in to get into this little gray box that I drew. It goes based off of the daily. I feel like I shouldn't have gotten into it, but we shall see. Yeah, I don't think I should have gotten into this one, and I'm going to explain it why after it taps me out. And I didn't really get the chance to test this strategy, so that's why, like, now I'm back on the camera. I learned this strategy over the weekend, and well, the market was closed. All right, so yeah, so it tapped me out. All right, so essentially, I think the reason why I shouldn't have taken that trade was because let's get rid of this because we're done with the trading for the night. But if I look at the bigger picture, I either got in too early, it created this wedge here, and it did a breakout, but it didn't fully break out. I would say in order for me to have gotten into it, it would have needed to at least come up here, come back down for a retest, and then I probably should have gotten in there for the upside. So, live and you learn. Like I said, I learned this strategy over the weekend. So, I'm not sure if it fully works. But then another reason why I think I shouldn't have gotten into it was because if we zoom out, this is the 1 minute time frame. If we go on the daily, I believe if we're going to go higher, it's going to be in this general area here. Now, I put fair value gap, but I don't really know fair value gaps like that or anything like that. I'm just saying it's a possible gap that we may possibly be finally trying to fill. And if the market is going to the upside, I believe that's where it is headed. And so essentially, looking at the bigger picture, it did do a slight pullback, and now it's shooting up. I would say within the next few days, I believe the market is going to end up in here and then possibly come back down and then shoot back up, maybe. Those are my theories on it for this week. Who knows, though? I cannot predict the market. I don't know where the market's going to go. I can only take an educated guess. But yeah, as of right now, we're in that range area. And tonight might not be that night where we actually break through. Could be. It is only 9 o'clock. Market just opened. But yeah, I think the biggest thing I need to work on is patience when it comes to this, and not feeling like I have to take a setup the first time I see it. So we shall see. I'll see you in the next one.